subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Hi everyone, my name is Anita and I welcome you all on Inkpothub Media once again. Today I'm going to be speaking with Professor Manish Gupta, who is an assistant professor at the School of Management, Mahindra University in Hyderabad. I'm so excited to welcome him. Hello, Professor Manish. How are you doing?
Hi. Yeah, I'm great. How are you?
I am doing great, thanks. And I'm so happy that we are interacting after so many years. And it was a long due interaction. And I am a great follower of your work, in the work which you have done in the area of OBHR, HR analytics, competency mapping, and now when in various unseen domains you are working. Tell me about your research journey, how you started, what made you to take research as a career choice.
Interesting question. That's a long, long journey. You want to hear the entire journey?
A brief
Okay.
journey of yours, if you can share with us.
Okay. It actually started from MBA, and in MBA we had something called psychometric test, which is Thomas profiling test.
Mm-hmm.
So in that psychometric test, we come to know about our personality. So maybe in the year 2009, in soft skills subject, we had this Thomas profiling test. I was a little skeptical about it, what will come out of it, because the kind of instructions it has is there is nothing wrong, right, and I never had heard about these kind of things. So it was mandatory, so we all went through it. It was mainly an exercise to let you know which kind of placement you would be fitting in. So, I came to know about myself. My faculty member said that, you are a little bit introvert, but I could see my score. It was falling in between, introvert and extrovert. So I could make out I was almost ambivert.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked this question from my faculty member. So what? So what should I do with this score? So she said, maybe you can be a very good fit for researcher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe in industry or otherwise academia.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I have never thought about it, but since you are saying, and those are the days in which you trust your faculty members, and whatever they say is your final word. So I was like, yes, I'm going for it, but what should I do? Because I was naive to that and I have no clue as to how I can really go about it. So she said, yeah, so you have to first, in case you are looking for academia, then you should clear UGC GRF,
Mm-hmm.
because that is the gateway to it. And you would also come to know your potential. I said, okay. And then I sat for UGC NET, and
You
I
qualified.
cleared. Yeah, I qualified GRF. But they also said that you should also have some industry experience, because you are going to be in management education, and without industry experience, students might not really respect you. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can understand that I am also a student. So I understand. I asked, okay, so how many years you want me to be in the industry? They said, yeah, at least 1 year, and if you can do 2 years, that's great. So I had 2 years of industry experience, and after that, I cleared the UGC GRF, and even during my um, industry experience, I was taking some visiting faculty assignment,
Mm-hmm.
and that visiting faculty assignment actually helped me out in figuring out that yes, there is a lot of homework that you need to do before you go to class,
Mm-hmm.
and which is mainly relating to curriculum development, and asking yourself a lot of questions that the students might actually ask.
Mm-hmm.
So before you really go to the class, you need to think yourself as a student and ask a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
So that helped me out in understanding that yes, I need to prepare a lot before I actually go to the class. And after clearing GRF, I was quite confident that yes, I need to do PhD, and but from where? That was another question. And I got into ICFI Business School, that is IFHA University, Hyderabad. Somewhere in the year 2013 June, we started our journey of PhD.
Great, great. Any key moment which you still remember from your PhD journey?
There are several. So
Okay, maybe we can talk about these several experiences in some subsequent videos. I want to know, because now you are working in the School of Management, Mahindra University. What are those three top things which you would like to talk about in terms of research culture, which you have experienced?
well, research culture here is really enriching.
Uh-huh.
The reasons are many. For example, when it comes from the top, that the dean himself and the top senior professors themselves are publishing in top-notch journals like FT and all. So inspiration comes from there. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so that matters a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Second is you have seed money, which is provided by the university. If at all you are interested, you can always propose, and there is a committee which will decide whether to go for it or not. Another is you have publication incentives.
Mm-hmm.
So if you publish, there are incentives assigned, and which is also one of the motivations. Another thing, and to me, which is very, very important, is interdisciplinary research.
Mm-hmm.
So here they encourage not only within the School of Management, but even among different departments that they have.
Mm-hmm.
For example, engineering, humanities and social science,
Mm-hmm.
School of Education, law. So you have different schools, different departments, and the management itself encourages you to do an interdisciplinary research. Somewhere, some research in AI is happening in engineering, so why not? So this kind of encouragement will bring novelty to the, I think, management research.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So my next question to you is connected with the same question, the previous question, uh, because the domain, the HR domain and OB domain is also evolving. What do you think that in the coming few years and or in the coming decade, what would be a few research topics which a potential PhD student or a current PhD student could take up to continue research in the coming times?
So there are a few emerging areas,
Mm-hmm.
primarily because, according to me, human resource management is going through a shift and transformation from traditional HRM to interdisciplinary sort of thing, wherein HRM, as industry experts suggest, it cannot exist in silo. So it has to um, do some kind of coupling with maybe information systems and marketing, and then also operations management. So for
Mm-hmm.
example, when you see operations management and human resource management, you talk about agile HRM.
Mm-hmm.
That is really one of the important areas in HRM which is emerging as a research. But it will take, I think, a lot of time. For those who are going to start their journey in PhD, it's a bright topic.
Mm-hmm.
Another is gamification and engagement. Okay, so how do you engage individuals through gamifications? So that is one of the important areas in OB, and it can actually be very good if you do it on employees, because nowadays employees are getting bored in their work. So this generation is all about how we can be better engaged. So they are more demanding, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in my view, these two are the important topics, but you do have like HR analytics, you have HRIS, so sort of interdisciplinary, wherein you combine human resource management with
Mm-hmm.
other disciplines.
Mm-hmm. I now am recalled that you are working in the space of gamification very deeply. Okay, tell me more about it. Like, what is gamification all about?
So gamification to me is application of game elements in a non-game scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, if I want to gamify work of an employee, so I can place certain rewards,
Hmm.
and I can make strategies in order to motivate the employee. So if you really go through these stages or levels, you would be rewarded in some way. May not be monetary necessarily, but it could also be non-monetary benefits. It could be
Mm-hmm.
a tap on back. or it could be telling name in front of others that he's the best employee of the year and so on and so forth. So in my view, this is in brief gamification, but there's a lot of study on gamification, especially when you connect employee with gamification. And also there's a lot of potential in research in the future.
So if I ask you, so when a student join the School of Management, Mahindra University, is the student going to get a chance to work with you on gamification?
Why not? Sure.
Great.
I would love to work with the students, and we also have some seed money. So why not to invite the students to work with us, publish papers, do research, collect data, go to companies, do experiments. So much of work, and
Oh, wow.
so exciting. Even employees like gamification.
Okay, great. So what is your advice to prospective research students?
My advice is keep your ears open. Listening is very important. You have to have a lot of patience in PhD, because PhD is not really about the outcome, that is results. It's also about the journey. So the more rigorous journey you go through, the more pains you have, the better it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I wish all the students best of luck who is going to work with Professor Gupta. Are definitely going to have a lot of pains, means that their subsequent life is going to be extremely amazing. Thank you, Professor Gupta. It was lovely chatting with you and interacting with you.
Same here. Thank you, Anita.
It's great to see you all here. Thank you for watching our work. If you have not subscribed to Inkpothub Media, then please hit the bell icon and subscribe to our channel and support research celebrations in India.